So you're 55 and over and you're moving to Charleston, South Carolina, and you're thinking, do I really want to live in a 55 and over community? Is that just code for bingo nights and HOA rules that are so tight you're afraid to sneeze too loud? I get it. And that's where most people start when they hear Dell Webb. But Cane Bay is different, like really different. I'm Deneene, your go-to concierge realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding areas. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in and around Charleston. I especially love helping people moving here from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming the stress of a big move can be. But that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. With my local insights and honest advice, I ensure that your real estate journey is smooth and successful. If you're ready to make a move and you want a personalized, hands-on experience, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all things Charleston and low country living. First of all, let's talk about the location. Dell Webb at Cane Bay is nestled right inside Cane Bay Plantation in Summerville, South Carolina, which, if you're not from here, it's kind of the sweet spot between being close enough to Charleston that you can still enjoy the charm, food, culture, and beaches without actually having to deal with Charleston traffic, noise, or the tourists every time you leave your driveway. You're about 25 miles from downtown Charleston, which, depending on the time of day, it means anywhere between a 35 to a 50-minute drive down to the peninsula. It's totally doable, especially since you're not commuting daily to an office anymore. And if you are, well, you're probably doing it in better style than you were 10 years ago. So go you. Summerville itself has grown a lot in the last decade, and if it's been a while since you've checked it out, you will be surprised at how much it's developed. Retail, restaurants, healthcare, just the whole deal. But Cane Bay in particular, it's almost like its own small town now. You've got Publix, restaurants, banks, salons, medical offices for both you and your pets, and even the largest YMCA on the East Coast. You could go days without needing to leave the area, and you wouldn't feel like you were missing out on anything. Now, once you pass through the gated entrance of Dell Webb at Cane Bay, something shifts, and I mean that literally. Like, there's just this calm that hits you. The roads are wide and smooth. The landscaping is absolutely impeccable. The houses are well kept, and the lawns are crisp. This is not some haphazard neighborhood where you're stuck figuring things out as you go. This place was designed for people in this stage of life, not just to exist, but to thrive. The community, the people, the energy. This is where you start to see that it's not just a neighborhood, it is really and truly a lifestyle. And honestly, it's a little hard not to get excited when you see just how much you can do here without ever having to leave the gates. There's a reason that Dell Webb at Cane Bay is one of the most in-demand 55 and over communities in the Charleston area. And it's not just because of the amenities or the location. It's because of how it feels to live here. So let's talk about the Clubhouse. This place is called the Resort at Cane Bay for a reason. And when you see it, you'll get it. We're talking over 20,000 square feet of thoughtfully designed space that really makes you feel like you're on a cruise ship, only it doesn't move and you don't have to pack. And no one is going to nickel and dime you for a bottle of water. As soon as you walk in, there is this grand lobby with high ceilings and natural light pouring in. It's warm, welcoming, and just modern enough without feeling cold. It's the kind of space that makes you think, yeah, I could spend some serious time here. And trust me, people do. So to your left, you have a state-of-the-art fitness center. I'm talking rows of cardio equipment, strength training machines, free weights, stretching areas, and it's not just equipment that's thrown in a room. It's clean, bright, and actually well air conditioned, which, hello, this is the low country, so that matters. There's even a separate movement studio for classes like yoga, Pilates, line dancing, Zumba, just whatever's on the calendar that week. They rotate through instructors and classes based on the demand. I'm telling you, Dell Webb does not mess around when it comes to staying active. Next up, the indoor pool. Yes, indoor. Climate controlled, heated year round, and beautifully maintained. It's not just for laps, although it is great for that too. They do water aerobics classes, swim sessions, and even rehab style workouts. If your knees hate you or if your back starts talking to you every time you try to walk a mile, this is your new favorite place. And if you prefer your swimming experience with just a side of sunshine, then you can head out back, because the outdoor resort style pool is something straight out of a travel brochure. There's even an outdoor fireplace. It's perfect for laid back afternoons, casual get-togethers, or even those days where you just want to feel like you're on vacation without having to go anywhere. I'm telling you, this is where you post up with a good book, a cold drink, and suddenly you realize that it has been 4 hours and you haven't even moved. And that is really the point. This community was built for connection. That means social rooms, craft rooms, billiards rooms, and a whole lot of organized chaos in the best way possible. They've got a full demonstration kitchen for cooking classes and tasting events, and yes, it gets used often. Wine pairings, holiday bake-offs, international food nights, you name it, and they have probably hosted it. Now, I have to talk about the lifestyle director. This person is basically the community cruise director, but without the loudspeaker announcements and those awkward limbo contests. Their job is to make sure that there is always something going on, and they're pretty good at it. So you need to think like themed dance nights, guest speakers, charity drives, garden tours, golf outings, off-site trips to Charleston or the beach, and even overnight excursions. This is not your grandma's idea of retired life. This is a living, breathing, calendar-packing, memory-making experience. And then there's the clubs. If you can think of an interest, there is probably a club for it. You have photography, gardening, quilting, model trains, woodworking, book clubs, card games, veterans groups, hiking, fishing, kayaking, pickleball, which I'll get to that in a second because it really deserves its very own conversation. And you even have things like faith-based groups, travel groups, and volunteer teams that coordinate charity work throughout the community. If you're someone who is worried about moving to a new community and feeling like an outsider, Dell Webb is about pretty much the easiest place to break through that awkward phase that I have ever seen. Okay, so now let's talk about outdoor fun. This place is a dream if you love being outside, but you want it to be a little structured. You've got tennis courts, bocce ball, shuffleboard, walking and biking trails, a stocked fishing lake, and yes, pickleball, which, if you don't know what that is yet, first of all, where have you been? Second, prepare to become slightly obsessed with it. There are beginner clinics, tournaments, casual playtimes, and it is honestly one of the best ways to make friends in the entire community. It's competitive, but still fun. People really get into it, but they're still kind. And if you're new, you'll be welcome onto a court before you even finish tying your shoes. There's even a dog park, well, actually 2 sections for large and small breeds, so your furry friend can have a social life too. And you'll be surprised how many friendships start right there at the fence while your dog is pretending not to listen to you. Okay, so let's get into the part that usually makes people start sweating a little. The homes themselves and what it actually costs to live here. Because look, you can fall in love with the idea of the community, but if the numbers don't work or if the floor plans don't make sense for your lifestyle, it's just not the right fit. Period. Dell Webb at Cane Bay started construction back in 2007, and it is fully built out now. That means that every home you'll find in here is resale, no more new construction. The homes range from just over 1,200 square feet all the way up to nearly 3,300 square feet. So whether you're looking to downsize and keep things super low maintenance, or if you're planning to host Thanksgiving for the next 15 years and need space for 3 mattresses and a folding table, you'll find something that works. Now, the most popular homes in the community tend to fall in a sweet spot somewhere between 1,600 and 2,200 square feet. Why? Well, because they're big enough to feel spacious, but small enough to still feel manageable. No one wants to retire into a house that is a full-time job to clean. Ask me how I know. Most of the homes are single story, although there are a few of the larger plans that have lofts or bonus spaces upstairs. So if you want a little bit of separation for your guests, you have options. Almost every single house has an attached 2-car garage. Some even have 3-car garages, which is perfect if you've got your golf cart, kayaks, or if you want a workshop. Or let's be real, if you have a bunch of stuff that you swore you were going to purge before moving, but you just couldn't let go of it. You can expect open concept layouts, and that means kitchen, dining, and living areas are all flowing together, which is great for entertaining, and it also just makes the home feel just more open. Most kitchens will have islands or breakfast bars, and depending on the age and updates, you're going to see everything from laminate countertops and oak cabinets up to quartz countertops and some soft close drawers. Primary suites are a big deal in this community. Most of them feature tray ceilings, big walk-in closets, and ensuite bathrooms with dual vanities and walk-in showers. A lot of these homes were built after the garden tub craze died down, so you're not stuck with this massive bathtub that no one is ever going to use. Although a few floor plans do still have tubs, so if soaking in a warm bath with a glass of red wine is your thing, there you go. Guest rooms do vary. Some homes have 1, while others have 2 or even 3. And some plans also include a dedicated office or flex room, which is great if you're working part-time, managing a side hustle, or if you just need a quiet space that isn't the dining room table. And the outdoor spaces, most homes here have screened porches, which is really a huge bonus here in the Lowcountry because you will be able to sit outside in the evening without becoming a buffet for the mosquitoes. Some homes even have extended porches, pergolas, or private backyard views overlooking woods or ponds. But here's the real kicker. No 2 homes are exactly alike. Even if you have the same floor plan, you're still going to see some different upgrades, lot sizes, layouts, and finishes. And that's why it is so important to have someone, that's me, who knows this neighborhood inside and out. Because let's face it, Zillow is not going to tell you that the house that's listed at $499,000 backs up to the road, or if it hasn't been touched since 2009. Okay, so let's talk numbers. As of right now, home prices in Dell Webb at Cane Bay range from the low 300,000s to the mid 600s, depending on the size, upgrades, location within the neighborhood, and of course, how aggressively the seller has priced it. The most desirable homes, think larger lots, fully updated interiors, and premium pond or wooded views, are going to command top dollar. But you can still find some great value if you're flexible and if you're willing to do just a little bit of cosmetic work. Now, here's where things get real. The monthly HOA fee. It's currently around $348 a month, which includes the Dell Webb HOA as well as the Cane Bay Master HOA fee. And yes, I know that's nothing, but hear me out. That fee covers all your lawn maintenance. You don't mow, you don't edge, you don't weed. You just walk outside and enjoy it. It also includes the gated security, the full-time lifestyle director, and all of those amenities that we talked about earlier, maintenance of all common areas, trails, ponds, and landscaping throughout the neighborhood. You have access to both the indoor and outdoor pools, the gym, and all of the community spaces. Cable and internet is also included. Yes, honestly, it's included. And access to all of the social clubs, the classes, the events, basically your whole social schedule. So when you break it down, it's actually a pretty decent deal. I mean, just think of what you would pay outside of here for lawn service, gym membership, pool access, internet, and a weekly wine and cheese mixer with neighbors that you actually like. Property taxes are another win because South Carolina has what's called the 4% primary residence tax rate. You can watch more on that in this video here. Once you move in and file for your legal primary residence, you qualify for a reduced property tax bill. So on a $400,000 house, your taxes might be around $1,500 to $1,800 a year. Yes, you heard that right. That is not per month, that is per year. But here's something no one tells you until it's too late. The resale market in Dell Webb is pretty competitive. Homes that are well priced and in good shape, they go pretty fast. I've seen homes here go under contract within days. So if this community is on your radar and you want to be ready to make a move when the right home pops up, you need to have your ducks in a row. There's something about this place that slows you down in the very best way. You get to reimagine your days. You get to wake up without an alarm clock, pour your coffee, and decide if you want to head to the fitness center, take your dog around the lake, hop on your bike, or just sit on your back porch and read a good book for as long as you want to. You'll meet people who just moved here from places like Long Island, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota. You will find your fellow Yankees. Trust me on that. You're also going to meet people from right here in South Carolina, and they're going to tell you about the way that things used to be in Cane Bay back before all of this development. You'll learn to appreciate both. And for a lot of people, this place gives them a second wind. They pick up new hobbies, they start volunteering, they learn pickleball, and they finally join a book club or start playing cards or taking up painting or even singing in a group for the very first time in their lives. It's not just about retiring, it's about restarting and doing it in a place that makes it easy to connect and to belong. So if Dell Webb at Cane Bay sounds like it might be your kind of place, let's talk. I'll give it to you straight with no pressure and no fluff. I'll tell you what to look for, what to avoid, what's coming soon, and what I'd buy myself if I were in your shoes. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind living in one of the 55 and over communities here in Charleston when I'm old enough, which is not yet. I'm Deneene, your go-to concierge realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding low country. As the Southern living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in and around Charleston, South Carolina. I especially love helping those moving here from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be. But that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. With my local insights and honest advice, I ensure that your real estate journey is smooth and successful. If you're ready to make a move and you want a personalized, hands-on experience, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss my future videos on life in Charleston and the rest of the Low Country. Thank you so much for joining me. So long for today.